Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Duramo, and I would like to share with you an invitation to my Be the Medicine Practitioner program. I am a physician who is trained in the emergency room and is now sharing about mind-body medicine and self-healing with people all over the world to assist them in increasing their consciousness as a way to heal their body. And in my journey along transitioning from an ER doctor to what I'm doing now, I got really stuck along the way with understanding, like, how do I explain what I'm doing to others? How do I set this up in a business structure that honors me as well as assists others? How do I, structure things from a financial standpoint and generate money in my business and in a way that people can invest in and understand? And how do I grow and expand in a way that's really fluid for me? Now, what I learned along the way was there's a lot out there that really wasn't a fit for what I'm doing in my business. What I'm doing is very expansive. And when I would be in a session with a client, magic would happen, like truly unthinkable expansion, people coming into a new consciousness, a new understanding that would literally heal disease in their body. That was really easy and intuitive for me, and I felt so like nurtured and fed when I was operating in my business. But when it came time to growing my business or establishing things or sharing on social media, it was a whole different ballgame. I had learned all these strategies and tactics, and you have to do this, and if you're not everywhere, you're nowhere. And so I was trying really hard to get the message out because I was so passionate about my work, but it completely depleted me. And my business actually didn't really make money. It didn't really put food on the table. I was making money, but then I was like spinning my wheels trying to grow my business, and it was ultimately depleting. It wasn't until I began to understand how to embody the frequency of my work, unity consciousness, pure love, expansion, that really allowed miraculous things to happen in creating my business structures, my programs, what I'm doing online and how I'm allowing people, inviting them into a program, how people are finding me, and things. It was night and day in a really, really short time because I let go of everything I learned about how I was supposed to do business. Now, this is based in conclusion, in the 3D reality of what business is supposed to be. You're separate from others, so you've got to get them in the door. You're not connected, so you've got to like convince them and go out there and make a lot of noise so they can find you. It was actually a fear-based perspective, and all of the other practitioners, coaches, healers, doctors that I met in that space were just as depleted as I was. So I thought, what if I let go of everything I've learned about everything? And it was hard to do because these people seemed to be doing really well, and if I could just work harder or just get it right. But I knew it felt like pushing a boulder uphill. I knew that was not for me. So I finally let go of that. I let go of what I was doing in my business, recreated everything, but I let it come from a deeper space in me. I knew I was here with a really potent purpose. I was passionate about my work, but I had to actually embody the frequency of my work in my business creation, and that was totally new. Flash forward, I am running a very, very successful business that is, generating wealth for myself and my family, doing what I love to do and am best at. And it is something that fulfills me and feeds me, that I am excited to do every day. I work mostly part-time. I work from home. I see people from, all over the world and receive flow of money into my business and into my life fluidly and effortlessly. But this is a consciousness. And I've seen when I worked with many other practitioners, coaches, healers, so many of the blocks that they've had where they believe, I have to give more, I have to do more, I have to give. They haven't learned to be receivers. And I know as a doctor, like this is something a lot of doctors are really bad at. We could take care of others, but how do I take care of myself? It's about being receptive. And if we're not receptive, we block money and abundance. We block people finding us and saying yes and coming in to work with us. We're actually operating from limitation and inadequacy, and you cannot show up to be what you're actually here to be when you're functioning in that consciousness. So the Be the Medicine premise is really about, it's not about the pill. It's not about the massage treatment. It's not about the strategy. It's about who am I being that creates the radical change, that creates the electromagnetic shift, that people find me from all over the world. And from like a YouTube video, no, boom, I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna fly across the planet and come for your private retreat, or I'm gonna sign up for this program. They resonate with it because we are already connected. So one of the things, and I wrote some things down to share with you about this, it is essential in this new system we are creating for health and wellness system, because our current system is a disease care system, which is why it wasn't fluid for me to continue to function there. We've got to create this from within ourselves. It's not going to be from your credentials or from someone teaching you information and now you've learned it so you can go practice this thing. It has to come from your connection with you and letting a higher way of doing things come through for the world. So together we will create this, but it will come from us individually. How do you tune into your wisdom, not only in the work you're doing with clients, but in how you're creating your business and sharing it and being the invitation? And how can you step into that more fully for yourself and for them? For a lot of people, they have the awareness like, hey, I'm operating as an accountant, but I know there's like gift in me and I'm actually meant to do something bigger, but I don't really know what that looks like. So this is also the people I've been working with in this program who know there's something rising up, but I don't understand it. How do I get that clarity and let it come through and inform me for this, the structures to be created in a business? What's the exchange look like? What do my programs look like? And more importantly, to be in the alignment that lets that be created with ease. Because if you go into the, 3 steps to strategy to build your business now, like it is not going to resonate with the frequency of what wants to come through in your work. So if you feel like, wow, I know I'm here for something bigger, some kind of message or wisdom that's coming through me, how do I get clear? This is what another part of what this opportunity is about. For practitioners who have already been working with clients, but you could be doing this more expansively, this is what we're doing in the Be the Medicine program. I know for me, when I first started in my osteopathic practice, I was assisting people's healing in a powerful way, but I hadn't structured it in a way that they could really receive the depth of what I was bringing. So I wasn't really honoring myself, I didn't have the clarity, and I wasn't really inviting them into the highest possibility of what we could create. So if you struggled with that, or you're not clear in your message, or you think, well, I don't know if I have the right credentials, am I allowed to do this? Or you may be operating in your genius, but you're not making any money and you don't understand. Or if that energy of like promotion, marketing, sales, that that's off for you, this is why. You do not need to operate in that 3D reality of how most people think business is created to create a very solid, clear structure that invites those who you're here to work with you, to invest, and for you to really receive and be fed from your business. So what we'll be doing in this course, it's a 4-month course where I will be working with you personally. We do 2 live calls a month on Zoom. So it's a pretty intimate group. I will be connecting with you, feeling into your system of your own alignment with money and abundance, with what is your wisdom, what is your genius, what are you here to create in the world, how are you creating, your programs or packages, or inviting people to work with you. And then another big piece is your relationship with those you're here to serve. A lot of people think, I've got to go out and get them, I've got to convince people, I've got to get them in the door. That is not your job. One of my greatest mentors said to me, let the universe be your marketer. And I really didn't quite understand that. I was like, that's all well and good, but I got to do the work. Until I really let go and understood how the synchronicity got ignited, how I could welcome and invite it instead of trying to fill a program or grow my business, and how I was already connected with these other beings that I'm creating the business for. I'm connected, we're all connected in unity consciousness. We are not separate. And so in this program, you'll also begin to change that way you're relating with them from separation and begin to function in unity consciousness and welcome it in. And people feel it. It's very powerful. And then the last piece is your body. Are you in judgment with your body? Are you in, I gotta fix it, I'm trying to overcome my body? Are you actually living in harmony with your body? Because your body is your manifestation tool. Your body, it's like a lighthouse, so that when you ignite your light, it shows, it comes through even your logo. It comes through if you do a podcast, a video, you're walking down the street anytime, so that you're really resonating with the highest expression of who you're here to be in your business, for others, and for yourself. So your relationship with your body, to let that light up, has everything to do with your physical expression, not just when people see you physically, but everything physical you're creating in the physical world, and that includes digital. So accessing your body. So over the 4 months, this is what we'll be doing, is releasing these old relationships with money, releasing the blocks to abundance, and bringing you into alignment with this receptivity, with your money flows, with others investing in you, and with your work. Releasing the identities of who you thought you were, what you thought you could or couldn't do, and really accessing your genius and your unique potential. Changing those relationships from hierarchy, where I'm here and I'm helping them, and I gotta take on another client, but it's depleting me, and operating, like I said, in unity consciousness with those that your business is for. And then lastly, being in harmony with your body as your greatest ally in manifestation. So that's the 4th month, is accessing the wisdom of your body. Okay, the way we will do this program over the 4 months, we have 2 group calls on Zoom. So I'll be interfacing with you with these integrations, answering your questions, looking at what you're currently doing, assisting you in connecting with yourself for the clarity that will lead to your expansion. This is not about new information or how to, or do it the way I did. It's about tools to really access the technology of your body and the wisdom that's coming through, that is your gift and is your business. So it's not so much learning information, which I know a lot of other programs will have tools, information. This is more about you aligning with who you really are. So that's what we'll be doing in the calls. There is an online program called Be the Medicine, where I'll walk you through this in videos, creating how to let yourself fluidly move through the process of creation, which most people don't understand. They think it's all about doing. I gotta write my blog, I gotta do my thing. And they're depleted because they're not actually accessing the receptivity of the work. And then it can come through like just effortlessly, but you've got to open and be receptive. How to share what you do in a way that people understand. What you're doing is in a higher dimension. A lot of people don't understand that. So how do you bring it down in a tangible way that people can understand and receive and invest in? Embodying your message so that you are that light, so that people immediately know, yes, this is what I'm here for. Even if I don't understand it, this is who I'm here to work with. This is what I'm here to receive. And I'm going to say yes. That has everything to do with your frequency. Accessing unlimited possibilities and moving out of lack, the paradigm of separation and lack, where that's your reality and hey, I guess I got to do this, and really letting this higher wisdom come through. So, and then there's bonus content for some specifics and particulars, like the lawyer that I worked with who helped me set up all my systems online. So there's some legal love. If you're doing higher end programs, how do you help people understand what the value is? How do you put those higher end programs together and invite people to work with you that way? And there's lots of other bonus content from when I've run this program in the past with specific situations or questions that have come up and bringing you through that. Okay, So that's the second piece, is the online content. We'll also have a Facebook group where I will interface with you online and we can connect and you can ask questions as we go through the work together. Now, there are 2 tiers to this program. So that's the online portion. There's also a private option for those who would like to go deeper with me. In this higher tier, you will have a private session with me where we will go much deeper into what's integrating for you, what's going on in your energy system, belief systems, past. These private sessions are profound. This is literally worth the price of admission. I've had people tell me that it's beyond decades and decades and decades of other things they've done to work on themselves, with how awakening and how freeing this is when we do the work privately together. So you'll have a private session with me. You will also be invited to our live group retreat event that we're having in November for the Be the Medicine expansion. This is a really powerful cellular integration where we'll be live for 3 days in an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, really high frequency resort, where you will integrate this to even deeper levels. We will work with an intimate group. I will work with you personally. And when I've had people work with me in either a private or a group retreat, their lives are changed forever very, very quickly. So this will really assist you in stepping on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, cellularly, in an even more fluid way to work with me for these 3 days in the group retreat in November. So those of you who are opting to work with me in the private tier for Be the Medicine, you are invited to participate in the live retreat. So I would ask yourself, if this resonates for you, is this assisting my highest expansion? Put your hands on your heart. Feel into what you know on some level, even if it's not clear, that you're here to be in the world. And it's the energy of what you're here to be, the expansion of it, the joy, the expression, what you're contributing to others. Not necessarily the specifics, but the energy of what am I really here to be in the world? And I'm ready to step into that. Is this Be the Medicine program a contribution to that? Feel it in your heart and let your cells tell you, because you will know, oh, yes, yes, yes. Let yourself receive it. And be in a yes and not a yeah, but I don't have the time to do that. Yeah, but I don't get it. Yeah, but I don't have the money. The mind will do that. It's a sneaky little thing. If you can instead be in a yes, and what will it take for me to receive that with ease? Yes, and I choose myself fully. Yes, and I'll nurture myself through any, maybe it's uncomfortable. Yes, and you will always receive the resources that are a match for what you're choosing. So feel into this for yourself. What are you ready to be in your world, in your life? And what is your role in this expansion of humanity? What is your role in this new system that's being created, where we let the healthcare system emerge from our wisdom, from what's inside us, from us connecting with something higher and birthing that into the world? What's my role in this new system that's emerging for humanity? That's a true healthcare system, not a hierarchy, not a disease care system. What's my role in this? And am I ready to step into that? And if this is a yes for you, I would love to welcome you into the Be the Medicine program. I know the power of this program. We'll have some testimonials on the page for others who have participated in this program with me and what they've experienced, and also others who've been in the live retreat event with me, which has been off the charts and really powerful. So I am willing to welcome your questions. If there are other things that may not be listed on the page, you can email us at support@drkimd.com, and we will do our best to assist you there. If you know this is a fit for you, you can click the button to register, and I look forward to seeing you soon.